Hi everybody, it's Rob. I am going to sound a little different today because I have the pleasure of picking up the flu over since last night, since I did these videos yesterday. So you will have a slight difference, and let it be fun. Alright, so this is still the Pinterest training course, and we're still showing you how to get set up on Pinterest. I did already create a shortcut version of creating boards. In all cases, while you're still building them, set them up to secret until until you've got enough pins, 10 minimum. I'll probably tell you that somewhere, and then you can make them go live. Okay, now, I'm just going to wing through this as we go, or not wing through it. I mean, go through it as we go. So I'm going to recap some things. First up, I've put there think, because ultimately you're using Pinterest as a lead generation tool, but at the same time you can't sell to them. I did tell you that further up there. It's not about selling, it's about showing them cool stuff that relates to their interests. So even though the boards in titles from a keyword point of view, because I do need them to have keywords on them, right, you should consider trying to make them a little bit more interesting, or just let it be, the keywords as they are. Okay, so before I go to Pinterest and fiddle with anything, I'm going to tell you, you've got to remove all your old boards. If you've got old ones, sorry, if you're new, you won't have those. And as you go along in the future, if a board does become sort of null and void, if you find you're never pinning to it, then set it as secret, and then it's not there visible anymore per se, but the pins are still active and clickable when people find them. Okay, I've added there that if you do have old boards, check to see if they are set up correctly. I'm going to go through that with you now for myself. Right, there's a cover image for a board, 432 by 292, and you need to do text only in the top third. I have no clue yet where to do that. I love this honesty thing. It gives me a kind of a thrill to tell you I don't have a clue about something until I go and try and do it. As far as I know, I just title my boards and abandon them. But that's bad, because I'm supposed to give them a banner image. Okay. So now I'm going to go through and show you what I did with my keyword lists, because we did keyword research and I downloaded a ton of keyword folders, which I'm going to use. Sorry about the kids, it's a daycare in the house. If I try to stop them, it would be too hectic. Okay, so I've made keyword lists. I'm going to show that to you in a second, and I suggest that you start with 10 boards. And you should kind of remember this. If you've got fibromyalgia, you do not want to have too much to cope with. What I haven't yet got to, the whole secret to this Pinterest thing, is that yes, it's a brilliant way of driving traffic. Yes, it's fantastic for driving traffic for people with fibromyalgia. It's where you're not working to a schedule when people, excuse me, it's 9:10 and you're not at your desk. No. But the plus side to that is that, but the minus is that you've still got to do the work. And if I teach you to do too many things, if I show you a method that's far too complicated, you're going to bail on it. Now, already doing the keywords has been a big job, and setting it all up correctly is a big job. But all of these setting up things is once. So once you've done all the setups and things, then you can simply go to the method where I get down here to pin creation. To the method, I'm going to show you how you should set it up so that you could literally create systems that make your time spent creating go fast. Okay, so I've said start at 10. If you've got the energy and core keywords, allow it. Add more as you go along. Yeah, see what your opposition is doing too. To be very honest, I think you can get by with 3 or 4 boards. So you could easily just do 3 or 4 boards. This whole go for 10 and then 20 and then 50, you don't have to do that. As long as you're putting enough content on those 2 or 3 or 4 boards, you'll be just fine. So don't panic. Right? Sorry, my nose is clogging up as we speak. I put you preferably all niche related, and mine are all over the place because I've I've effectively got 2 or 3 businesses, even in the one. Well, to be very honest, I love it when I see spelling that says duh. I teach people how to really. I teach people a ton of different ways of making money, and then I teach them tricks to improve that. Search strings and Google stacking and all of that kind of thing. I show them where to get good software and how to get their websites indexed. That's all sorts of things that, in theory, just the indexing side of it, I could do that over and over again as a course. No, not really indexing. But keywords alone, you could literally be the keyword guy. There are people that are the keyword guy. Okay, so I said I've suggested 20 pins per board to start. 10 to 20. Don't be scared in the beginning. You remember this. You need to get it going. You don't need to dilly-dally. Okay. Right. I've added at the end. Add a secret board for pins from your competition as a reference. It's a good idea. Okay, so now I'm going to go and find the document that I've gone through. First, I'm going to show you my folder, keywords, that I did. So, if you were watching, I love it that it's now little. I've kind of put it into chronic fatigue and chronic pain, fibromyalgia in general, ones that I didn't have a clue where they were, anything related to work and jobs, anything with flares, because flares is a good keyword for what I do. Because if you're suffering from flares and pain, then you've got stress and anxiety and other factors that are messing with you. And one of the ways I fix it is by improving your job situation. So in other words, this flare, the end result, is one of my products. Gifts is going to be the print on demand. Stress was just too big, so I did all of that. Now, I started to do this. I made a single Excel doc. I was going to dump all of these in there. Wait till I show you how many there are. Oh, it's enough to make me cry. Sorry, my nose. These are the folders I'm talking to you from, and that doesn't count. And so this is not. So watch this. If I go to chronic fatigue and pain, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here, right? If I took chronic related keywords, right? Just this alone, it might only have 8. So that's the cool part. Yeah, there we go, 9. So in theory, I should copy these. I say in theory because it's a thing that I've got to step through this little minefield carefully. I'm very much a case of there are times when I do things like these videos that run for an hour, far too complicated, when I could have done it simple. But there's other times when I could have done it better. So I need you to use your noggin to know which way you can handle this better. So in other words, you could take these keywords, right, and load them onto a any kind of a notepad document, right, like that. So what happens now is that it's loading them up with the search numbers, okay, which is good. So this is if you want to go the extra step. You don't have to, right? So that was the first one. Well, not that first one. There was that one. Then I'd go to the next one. And I would then simply just keep doing this until... It's weird that I can't copy and paste it until I can see it. It's so totally ridiculous. So I copy that. I go back to across to here. And I paste it in, okay? Now, I did do this yesterday with one of mine. I did it with I'll show it to you, the gifts one. Because that's important to me, to have that sorted correctly. I needed to check that out. Whereas, to be honest, any of these, I can come in here and pick a keyword here. So I'd literally eyeball this. And I do, like, I'm not really a chronic pain versus fibromyalgia expert. I could write, what does chronic pain do to a person, and nobody searches for that. So I would do chronic pain treatment, you see. So in other words, I don't have to think about it. I can... Wow. Perhaps I shouldn't be making you a video. But can you see? So in my case, I'm happy to believe that I can put all of these together. But in truth, once I've got this done, right? And as you can see, I've already done 2 of the 4. And then I sort them tallest to shortest, fattest to thinnest, whatever the word is that I like to, how I feel it needs to be, and then go back in here and look. Like pain relief injection, I'm never going to be able to talk about that. I don't have the inclination, the energy to look up. I don't care. Chronic pain, nerve pain, also gone. So I would literally do this. I'd actually wonder what that one was I deleted. Oh, nerve pain medication. My bad, I can talk about that. Management techniques I can definitely talk about. Management guidelines here, natural chronic pain relief, that would be CBD. It's doing great for me. Have I had mine today? I totally don't have a clue. Typical. So yeah, it's a good way. In fact, I've got this far. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause this and finish. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back, and in fact now I don't need any of these. I can literally delete the lot, and all I'm left with is a single document that is so far unorganized. And I would then go through this and sort them into ones that are only, so I would copy and paste it. I would rename this as number 2. I would then take the number 1 and only look for chronic pain and chronic fatigue keywords in here, right? And the ones that good question, that I delete, I'll never know. I'd have to compare it, sod it. But anyway, the ones that aren't for chronic pain, I'd take them and dump them into another folder. Can you see? So it's a lot of work, and I'll tell you now that I felt it wasn't totally necessary. So, but this is the point, is that there's nothing wrong with doing this in a very, very thorough way. Now let's go to gifts, because that's the one I did a bit better. Oh, where's my gifts page? Okay, so it's supposed to be there. Okay, so this one now, I took it and I've put them into keywords. Sorry that it sneaks to the left and then it bothers me. From most searched, no, not quite. Oh, sorry, I didn't even go that far. I just said anybody, any searches over 100, that for that pile. Any 50 to 100 goes in here, and below 50 and naught down below. Okay, so it means that I now don't have to think. I simply come in here and I look. Now, by the way, the awareness store is not me, and I should just ignore it, because if I start to tangle with opposition in a negative way, I'm gonna, in my belief, invoke karma onto myself, and I have enough things that I do that aren't good that invoke karma, and really I'm talking about too many fries in my body. Okay, so now I know that all of these are very, very nice keywords. I also know that I must make that, I should make that a board on its own. Have I? Let's have a look. I'm going to pause this and go and look at my board. Okay, I found the folder. Give me a sec. I'm just going to check. Sorry, I'm eyeballing these as well. Bracelets, t-shirts. So let's go and see what I did. It's far easier just to see what I did. So I did do a bracelet. That's cool. I did do a relief. T-shirts are there. So yeah, if you took these ones, bracelet, t-shirt, clothing, medical bracelet, they're probably up in here. I didn't do medical bracelet as it would have been under bracelet. Okay, so these I'll explain to you in a minute. So I put all of these keywords into a pile, and then I turned them into category ones. I then went into the other big keywords and did a far sloppier job. But remember, I've been working on this fibromyalgia site of mine for a year. So I already know. Did I do a board for this? Awareness. What was that word? Relief. Yes. Okay. So let's finish with the keywords. So the point of these keywords is that at any given time now, I can go and research an article for it. Because if people are looking for it, they want to know it, right? So I can take the time. Wow. Sorry about that. And go and Google this, which I know 140 people say, and read all of that. Do a bit of research. I don't have to claim to be the expert. I just have to tell people, based on my research, X works the best. So for fibromyalgia, the best sleep position is dead still. That's my honest opinion. I'm thinking about it too much. Choose any position, and then don't move again. And that's the best way to wake up with more pain. So yeah, sorry, my bad. Let me not dwell on this too long. So basically, these are keywords I can use to create categories on my website, pages on my website, posts, pages and posts. If it's a really big one, pages and pages. If it's a quick little one like this, these are pages, because these are big. I mean, sweatshirts, you can make thousands of them. Turn it into a page. So yeah, here we go. So fibromyalgia bath soak recipe. Come on, am I ever going to have a product for that? No, but it's going to be interesting, and I can send people to it. And when they get there, hopefully they will see things that I've set up. In fact, let's go to my website and show you some of the things. So inside, let's go to the gifts one, because it's far more unorganized. I've got very few pages. In fact, I don't even know if these done anything yet. This is very, very new. Okay, so let's go into the dashboard. Let me pause this and blow my nose. I'll be back. It would be bad if people heard that Rob died and they want to know what happened. No, he drowned while making the video. Okay, so, sorry, jokes. Oh, I can't help myself. Am I enjoying Monster Insights? Go away with all this. Okay, so I want to go here. Firstly, there's the simple silo builder. Now, in the SEO training, you should have done the SEO training and know about silo structures. So I need to go in here and click Manual Silo Builder. If you look here, I'm pretty certain I've never touched this. Oh my goodness, that's embarrassing. So I'd click Home, and then on here, I would take these that are going to be pages. These first ones are pages. So there, core page keywords. Are these for, that's for the club. Core page keywords for the store. So I would take all of these. I want them to be pages. Right, so is that enough? Well, for now, look, you can add it any time. So let me just copy this. It's kind of doing a wobbly there on me, so I'm going to put it on a new one. I just want to be able to paste it. Come on, let me paste it. Oh, really? Save, that one's gone. Yeah, you see, I knew it was doing a wobbly on me. I'm going to pause this 1 sec, fix it. Wow. Okay, I'd literally come in here and paste it. So now what it's going to do is it's going to build me these, make it so. It's going to build me those pages as a draft page. And I hope it does a draft. And so if you look up here, the wheels are turning. And there they are, they exist. Fibromyalgia gifts is a draft page. Pillows a draft page. Awareness shirts. So these are all pages that... So now let's pick one. When I've done... Okay, I have done t-shirts, but let's just start with the t-shirts. So now I'd start with that one, and I'd go and find all the t-shirts that I had made, and I'd design another 10 more. When I come to the pins, I'm going to tell you how you can kind of get it going fast, because print on demand images on my end of it is the quickest way to create many pins, so that I can get acceleration out of it and get it going fast, while I then go back and create courses and other things. I'll tell you all about that later. So now that I've got these, I'm now supposed to, when the time comes, I'm supposed to go into these keywords. I'm not going to go there. The long keywords. Then I'd click here, right? And I'd have anything to do with fibromyalgia gifts that are posts. So I'd actually go and search for fibromyalgia gifts on Google, right? And I'd copy those keywords, I'd put them in here, and that will make them draft posts. I'm not going to go any more into it than that. Okay, now when you do that, these pages, and when you do the posts, it creates, I actually think it's already created these as, let's go and have a look, as categories. So if I go to categories now, there's a high chance that there they go, beautiful. So now it's really cool and easy for me to add stuff to categories. It's all done it automatically. It's a beautiful thing. So all of this is structure for your website, and it's important that you get it done right, as per what I told you with rich pins and whatever, because once you've set it up once, Now you just go into anything that's new. You decide, I'm going to make a bracelet today. It's going to be about X. Here's one. Fibromyalgia is the other F word. So I decide, okay, cool, I'm going to go into Photoshop. I'm going to produce that. Okay, I'll tell you in pins. But anyway, when I'm finished, I'll have 10 or 15 designs, and each of those can produce me 10 or 15 versions of pins. And in maybe a day, I've literally got 100. 10 times 10. Only 100. So less than a day. Okay, so that's what I'll do for now. And this is cool because this is the best way to get your website built solid and proper. Now, if we go to what's that place called, Pinterest, I want to get $30. And I'll go to... Oh, just stop it. I'm yeah, it is, yeah. Sorry, man. My head is not working so cool, huh? Okay, so now I'm not going to do anything. I'm literally going to just go here and have a look at what I've got. So, amazing blog posts. I must look at what I've done. Now, here's the problem. The Boston Terrier stuff exists, and it will become more. It looks like I've set these as... Oh, no, sorry. It's asking it to publish the pin that I haven't done yet. So, check it out. I've got a lot of stuff in here. Just be seated. No, that's got to go. So I'm going to go into these boards and edit them, and then when I've done that, they'll either be... There's this... I wonder what that one locked is. It's probably my main one. Love of blogging. Yeah, so these are suspect, a whole lot of them. But I'll literally be taking these... keywords. I'll put all of these. So I'm going to create any of these as boards. So... Oh, there's many. Can you see? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's many. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There must be at least 20 of them. And if I've got 20 of those, and I've got already 10 or 15 in here, I must take care, because this isn't about becoming this mogul. It's about getting my Pinterest working for me fast. Now, let me just go back to something I said a bit earlier, because I'm on 22 minutes and I want to run away now. This one, just that Boston Terrier mugs. I don't know if I've got another one. I might have my Boston Terrier gift collection. So maybe those two. Those two are the ones that I worked on in the beginning. Now, if you go here, I want to go to me. Watch this. It's going to show mugs, 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 mugs. It thinks that's all I do. Okay, that's fair enough. But if you go here... If my doze would just stop driving me. Boston Terrier mugs. And then you go to images. There's a fair chance that... There, last time I looked, there was 2 or 3 of mine, like within seconds. So, I'm just going to try and do this really, really fast. These cute animals. But anyway, it means that your products will float to the top if you've done them right. And now we're talking about what I was telling you. Correct rich tags, correct meta tags, correct descriptions, the whole caboodle. Okay? And once you've done all of that correct, a correct listing of your pins, there's one of mine there. So if I only did 50 mugs or something, I don't know how many I produced, a year ago, and I'm still on page 1, it's some pretty powerful stuff. In fact, if you go here for Boston Terrier mugs 2, actually no, I'm not likely to be in here. They really don't like the way I spell. This is rude to me. So if you go into here as a search, I'm not sure if it'll show up. Yeah, it shows mine, but I think that's because they know me. They know it's me, and they like, being nice. Snack time. And so I'm curious about that. Give me a sec. Let me check it out. Okay, I wanted to see if it'll let me log in an incognito, but it won't let me search without Yeah, create ads, but it's all does nothing until I sign up. Okay, so that's fine. I'm out of there. So, all right, let's get back to the crux of what I'm telling you here. Is that you go in and you create your boards, and you edit them and fiddle with them until you've got the 2 to 3 to 5 to 30 ones that you feel are absolutely vital for where you want to go into the long run. Now, let me get back to Pinterest here because it's probably wiser to be talking to you on there. When I'm in here, my own boards, right? So here's my Boston Terrier Mugs' gift. So here, this is where I should be editing. Let me check this out. Edit. Cover. You see there? Ha! Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So do all of this correct and edit them correct. But so this one is obviously going to stay. It's going to stay idle. I'm not going to delete it or do anything to it, but I'm probably not going to produce pins for it now, because literally for 6 months I'm going to pin fibromyalgia related print-on-demand stuff, and perhaps even more so fibromyalgia help stuff on how to work with Pinterest, how to do blogging, how to write books for Kindle, whatever those things all were. I wonder if I wrote that on there. I did. On my potential things. So I've got Pinterest training, writing for Kindle, print on demand. They're all things that I do, and I do well. Well, Pinterest is suspect still because I'm learning it. But believe me, in the 2-3 months when I'm getting traffic to it, I'll only be getting traffic to it because I'm doing it right, yeah? And therefore, bingo. Okay. So, incidentally, I'm seriously considering, waiting for an affiliate link to using Pinflux. I've used them very briefly before, and I absolutely loved it. It's like Tailwind. Okay, so we'll talk all about that later on down the line. I think at 30 minutes, it's safe to say that we're definitely done on this. Create your boards, remove the old ones, make them secret, list them, get them all ready. Good cover, image, text only in the top third, good description, keywords. Without them, don't put the, fibromyalgia pillows for fibromyalgia, and yeah. Okay. I'm going to probably only tomorrow get onto this pin creation, and the reason why is that in truth I need to create some folders and some examples. I don't want to pause the video while I do it, so I'm going to pre-create them. I'm going to show you how I plan to do it. Maybe I should do it in 2 sections. I'm going to think about that. Okay, I'm out of here. Catch you in the next video. Take care. Cheers.